was very much focusing on the Landcare project. So in the morning we went out to visit one of their schools, and they're very much focused around looking after the land and teaching young students how to care for the land, how to grow plants, understanding what's what's involved, what makes some trees grow and others not, and how important that maintaining good crops is, and the land sort of feeds you essentially, and utilizing that as a sort of framework for general learning. And it was there was a huge amount of passion from the teaching staff there. I must admit that the kids were very disciplined, but they seemed extremely happy, and it was quite amazing arriving at the school after a pretty long drive, when there were a few moments that I did think that we weren't going to make it, when there was an oncoming car that was about to take us out, and we only missed it by about 5 meters. But we were welcomed by the whole school, all singing and cheering as we arrived, which was just pretty emotional actually. It was quite amazing. And then we saw we were welcomed in by the headmaster. He explained the project and how it worked, and we had this huge presentation and lots more sort of singing and dancing. We even it was very sort of formal and very clearly very well rehearsed, which again was amazing. It was, I was felt very privileged to be a part of that, and that was wonderful. And it was the kids were so welcoming, so friendly, and I actually preferred it once we got away from the formal stuff, and we got sort of we got amongst the children, and we were sort of they were showing us how to play their drums and how to do their dance, and we were showing them our cameras, and they thought this was amazing, and there's lots of laughter, and that was beautiful. There was quite a tragic sort of dark side as well, and there are a few things that were said to us that it really hit home. And part of the learning was sort of understanding the importance of water, and there's actually a really long walk that these young girls were having to take to go and collect water, and very sadly and tragically, two of these young girls had been raped on the way to get water, which just and they were saying that they're trying to sort of raise funds to get a borehole to stop this being a risk. And it's just 1 second you see these beautiful happy kids, and then you hear a story like that, and it just rips you in two. Really sad, but the whole time they were wonderful to be around. So that was the morning. That was beautiful. And then we sort of progressed for the rest of the day to another part of the Landcare project, which is they refer to it as the youth part of the project, but actually that age range is 18 to 30, and we got to see how they had been sort of creating sort of sustainable businesses from beans and coffee beans and beehives, so that they could actually it's not just about getting handouts, it's about creating sustainability and being able to provide for their own community. And that was really nice to see, because they are proud people. They want to be able to look after themselves, and it was amazing in only a few years to see what they had achieved in these huge coffee plantations. I'd never even seen a coffee plantation before, and it was fascinating, and they were sort of telling us all about it. So yeah, an amazing day. We learned a hell of a lot about the sort of the vision of this Landcare project and what's involved in the actual the agriculture. So so many things that we take for granted. You can't just go down and get fertilizer here. You have to sort of make the fertilizer, and there's a requirement to get sort of piggeries or chicken coops to be able to sort of make the manure and the fertilizer that they can use. They grow herb gardens so that they can so they've actually got sort of natural remedies and stuff like that. As I said, they're completely self-sustaining. It was amazing to learn about what's possible, and as I said, all the stuff that we take for granted, and these children and these people, they're actually doing that at school. So that was very interesting to learn about. So I'm very excited about going up to Gulu. Not looking forward to the drive up there so much after yesterday's experience, but very much looking forward to getting my hands dirty and sort of being involved in this build project and just getting to the more rural areas, because it's there's definitely the Mzungas, as we're called, are sort of less frequent over there, and you sort of really notice that, because like, you drive past and everyone just waves at you, like everyone does. They're just amazed, which is it's beautiful, and it's so nice to sort of see that. So I think that's the furthest point that we'll be going up north. So very much looking forward to getting up there.